Mm-hmm. Before you start your next person, well, hand me that one if you're done with it. You done with that one? Before you start your next person, use your group thing and let everybody know how.
What the?
No, what that was?
I have no clue. Oh,
On TV.
yeah.
Hey, Reese.
So none of us.
Hey, Pamela. Lisa. Alice. Well, tonight's the finale for the first month
Sorry if you can hear the TV.
of the Jewels. Y'all doing okay? Lisa says, hey, Christine.
Hey.
Pamela says, hey, Christine. Reese
Hey,
says,
everyone.
hey. Alice says, hey. Everybody says, hey.
Hey, everyone.
Doing good there? Good deal. We had to go through for each person. Um, she grabbed half the paper, I grabbed half the paper. We'd write on there who we were doing, and then like who I was doing, who she was doing, and then there was paper swapping back and forth constantly. Hey, Tony, and you just got done eating meatloaf and baked potatoes, talking dirty to me. I'm talking about. Annie says, "Hey, Christina,
Hey.
thank you, dear." Chicken and dumpling. If I
Back.
yeah. You guys are blowing it up, dang it. But it's all for fun, and everybody gets to do it. Let me get a new piece of paper because y'all can still um, do your jewels until I say okay, no more jewels tonight, and then I start back fresh tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So any four, It'll be all right. We'll be. It's gonna take a minute. Trust me. Hey, be my guest. That's okay for now. Any like I said, we're okay. Sounds good. Um, yeah. Tomorrow will be a new start. Um, and like I said, people can do it when they can. Um, but y'all know this is, uh, it's for everybody, and it shows everybody's uh, uh, enjoyment of doing these things and wanting things of JSV, and that makes me proud. I'm proud of each and every one of you, and the ones that can't do it, you still don't have to worry about it, because like I said, your name will end up getting in the bowl anyway. But like I said from the beginning, a lot of people probably will end up wanting to just buy theirs instead of having to wait and wait and wait. This is gonna blow you guys' mind. Um, hey, Paula, how you doing, love? Happy Sunday. Can't wait 10 years. Well, like I said, we'll be doing two a month. Yeah, I don't know a soul anywhere that couldn't use a good prayer. Um, my mods, uh, and I want you guys to uh, be on your toes tonight. Um, if something starts kind of jumping off a little bit, y'all know what to do. Hey, Sabina. Okay, keep them rolling.
Mm-hmm.
All things are possible, love. Just gotta have a little faith. If I can We take my hand, take my hand, for I can. Yep, have a little faith in me. They still getting at it. That's good. Pray the power don't go off. I wish we could have been doing this all along. I guess the old saying's true. Everything happens at a certain time for a reason. Um, I I think it was a woman that come out with that song.
What song?
Have a little faith in me.
I
I think now.
think so.
Now, a lot of people sung it, but there you go. Mm, a different one. It was played on a movie called Phenomenon with John Travolta, and the name of the movie is Phenomenon. Um, the original singer of that, I think, uh, was a female. Now I can't say uh, for sure, um, but I think so. Gailey was your only man friend, and always will be. Up from San Antonio, somewhere along the way. See, what got some oceanfront property in Arizona, and if you buy that, I'll throw the food and get in free. June 7th, 2021. Sorry for your loss, love.
Wow, this one can take me a minute.
Okay. The anticipation is killing us. I had a little piece of George Strait. He says says he got some oceanfront property in Arizona, and if you'll buy that, he'll throw the Golden Gate in free. That oh, Amarillo by morning, Amarillo on the I like the old country, classic, just hard to beat. Uh, yeah, me and Daddy used to sit and play them old songs. My Uncle Jimmy would end up coming around, piling up on the porch with us, and then next thing you know, we got Grandma and Grandpa, and Grandma come up to me one day and grab my guitar, and she liked playing too. Uh, does your invisible piano still play? Um, no, I ain't heard it since. My mom has been in Alan Jason's house with him and his wife. Cool. My grandfather, or Herschel, he uh he built the cabinets in Randy Owens' home. But Grandpa was old though. They about everybody know Grandpa. I think uh, he done some work for Randy Owens' mom too when he was younger. I guess that's why they called him to do the cabinets. Wished I had a piano. Angels Among Us just got done doing that a while ago. I like that part where he said Mama couldn't see him, but he was standing there. 150 plus. That would have to be by Frank Wells or Wells and Fargo or J.D. Hunter. Um, there were a couple of other makers. Um, I, I can't remember them all. Yeah, take me a picture of it. Yeah, because I might need the old Tanya to come out after a while. Oh, she's down there to send her the name on that patch. Um,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I'll tell her sorry. I'll text it to her after that. Um, that usually don't have to happen, but it it might after a while. Um, no, this is a sad situation, but as you know, nobody likes the truth. They guilty people really try to hide from it, and they're so scared of the truth. But now that's if person comes on. And after y'all get done, then I'll do a little magic show. Where are we from? Uh,
Oh, what?
Tennessee, and part of us on further down south.
Plus 90, right? 60, 70, 80, 90, 40, 50, 70.
Hang on just a second.
I think stayed correct.
Hmm.
I had to cross out this number because I didn't realize there was numbers on the back of the paper.
Hmm.
But
Stacy Baker. Hello and welcome. Uh, well, I'm thinking about Tanya. Uh, I sent you that, so check that out on your messenger real quick. Are you serious?
Yeah. That's why that one took me a minute.
Are you serious?
I even double checked it at that.
Yes. Welcome, Stacy. Um,
Jesus. That was a lot of math. Now my brain hurts. What? Why are you looking at the camera like that, baby?
you know I always do that.
I really don't.
You've been living under a rock.
Oh.
Um, you wanna grab a glass of that?
Give me one second.
What are you shaking around for?
My legs, they were going numb. I'm in that one position all the time. My legs do go numb.
Yeah, love it, baby.
Yeah. I'll bring you a glass of chocolate milk in a minute.
Yeah, I told my sister I'd let her know what name of them patches was. All right. Judy, Judy, Judy. How you doing, love? Well, I got 15 and 8. 15 on, and, well, now I got 17 on and 8 likes. Uh, anyway, I'm I'm gonna go ahead, and now that we got a good bit of the majority here, uh, that's from in the U.S. Um, what we have done and what we're going to continue to do is these shirts and things that you see back here, they have your name on them and the year you subbed up to JSV, John Southern Vlogs. We're doing this um, by doing and working with Jules. that helps support the channel, and it also gives you guys a way of us being able to give give back, and for us in return it will be you being able to walk around advertising for us. um, and when I say us, I mean all of us here. Hey, Victoria. um, there's going to be shirts, hoodies, joggers, tank tops, all kind of stuff. um, but we're doing jewels all the time. We're not going to stop. Um, Give me just one second, guys. Usually it's just something that's just like Joe Southern Vlogs or something like that, but it's not. You'll have your own name on there, and that's something I'm proud to be able to give to you guys as well. Um, we do a lot more than just that. Uh, this channel is not just based on the paranormal. We do challenges, daily vlogs, ride alongs, all kind of things. We do drawings, um, just stupid stuff like daggum challenges and a little bit of everything. But us doing this right here has turned us all the way around and is reaching us out further and further and further. We try to help find missing teens and children and adults. So far, since I started YouTube, I have helped find 13. A few, it was too late. Some was okay. I know that's not many, but if I could just help the one, that would have been amazing. So we're not ever going to stop at that. Um, we we try to do things here positive, positive. We don't like negativity. We'll not tolerate it in any fashion. I do sessions for people, $30, and it goes up to the channel, or $60. That's where it's private. You FaceTime me, and we do it together. Or you can win a session. For them sessions, you have to have your full name, their full name, how they're related, last place lived, cause of death if you know it, some of their likes, and 5 questions. And always make sure that you have at least one question that only you and that one person would know. And that is pretty much what we do here at JSV. If that sounds like something you'd like to be involved in, hit the subscribe button, like, and join. You can get your name in the drawing bowl. And believe it or not, behind these shirts back here, this wall is filling up with found pictures. So, again, as you guys get uh, your shirts or whatever your outfit, take a picture of it, and I'm still waiting on that, Pamela, so we can get it on the wall. It shows how we grow, and it's awesome knowing that you got that back there backing you up. Some's come back. We did jump down a little bit, but now we're back up to 71. Went down to 68. Now it's 2,671. Uh, it bounces from time to time, but I'm going to say this one time only again. If anybody has a problem here, mention it to me first. Don't just unsubscribe, because I'll fix it one way or the other. If you do unsubscribe, that's just not family. A family might get aggravated with one another, but you stick together no matter what. It pays off in the end. Yeah, turn your notifications on, hit all. Sometimes YouTube does not throw out notifications, so you have to keep an eye on your devices. That's what I tell everybody. Well, it would show it to me anyway. I got a little button right up here that's how come, when you guys was wondering what the crown was for. Well, I can click on it and I can go down through here and I can see who is and who is not subbed up. And if they have unsubbed and subbed back, it has a number of how many times they've done so. So, yeah. You take your husband's phone now, get it done. Well, we are, but I've had to explain a few things first. Um, Again, I appreciate um, everybody that has participated in the jewels and the ones that couldn't. I appreciate you as well for being here and being a loyal fan. Like I said, regardless, eventually your name's going to be in the bowl anyway. But tonight's winner of the jewels will get a complete outfit of John Southern's logs. And then also something from me and Christina. Yes. Thank you, Kathy. All right. King somebody else. Sure. Welcome. We can talk about some things. Alrighty then.
I got this big cup.
That's one she gave you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's nice and cold. Sorry, I didn't say it.
Huh?
I didn't mean to slam it.
That didn't hurt nothing. Yeah, welcome all new people. If you like this kind of content and being able to win things and do things and be part of it, uh, feel free to sub up. It's totally free. Um,
What is it?
uh, Nothing. I was just letting them know that it's totally free to subscribe and like and hit your notification bell. And but still, even if you hit it, turn it on all, but still keep an eye on your devices because I never know exactly what time I can come on.
That is true.
And prayingly, the weather holds up for this because today it started messing up, power went off, and everything else. All right. You guys sub up will be more than 71. Be nice if you did and be part of JSV. Okay,
Okay.
here comes the numbers. You still got your pen and paper?
Yeah.
All right. Write this down. That's right, Lisa. We always will, honey, and we do every day. You got us all, Judy, wrapped around your little finger. All right. You ready?
Or you want me to write their names and
Right.
what?
Huh? I want you to write Annie,
Mm-hmm.
total of 94. I want you to write down Victoria, total 64. Sabina, total 235. MZ, total 632. Jin Jin, total of 400. Mammy Jean, total 1,092.
92.
Mm-hmm. Beck, total 64. Where is oh, here it is. Risa, total 1,221. 221. Mammy Jean, total 1,092. Poison, total 1,452.
1,052.
452. 1,452.
452.
Yeah. Carol, 84.
Carol, 184.
84. Where's Victoria's? Uh huh.
64.
64. Okay. Um, Holler,
Just let me see that paper.
$7,366.
Carol, you said 184.
Where is Jin Jin's?
Crap, did I not write that? Could have sworn I did.
Yeah, look and see. Oh yeah, yeah. Hers was 400. I forgot.
Yeah.
Short-term memory loss.
No, you're good. Because it is paper. We can also make sure something.
What we will do, like I said, they're gonna be 2 runners up. They'll be top, and then they'll be next runner up. Now, you guys blew it out of the water. Thank every one of you for doing this, and just for being here, being family to JSV. Are you done?
Yeah.
Give me Holler. Give me the next runner up.
Sorry.
Y'all have
Wouldn't that be poison?
blowed my mind. let's see. Let's just go. Let me see. Well, you got one right here. It's 1400 poison. Okay, 452, 400, 64, 68, 94, 235. Okay, runners up. All right. Now I'm not seeing poison on right now, but she needs to watch it uh, ASAP. So the deal is,
Phew!
bless you,
Phew!
bless you,
Jesus.
bless you.
Thank you.
Again, like I said, starting tomorrow, it's going to start off a whole new 30 days. We're only going to do 30 days worth all the time. Holler when you, uh, G said, bless you.
Thank you.
Holler, you will get your shirt, you will get joggers, you'll get a hat, you'll get your hoodie, and you'll get something from me and Christina for hitting this. I mean, this is amazing. All of it's amazing. 7,366. I mean, come on. Um, and poison, 1,452. I mean, and a lot of other high numbers. Holler, you know, you, we, goodness. Hey, Larry. Uh, so anyway, when we, well, we done got your shirt done. Um, Thursday we'll be doing your hoodie and your joggers and your hat and a gift from us. Uh, Now, you also get to have a session done. You can pick any of your family members that you want. Um, you can tell me what day you want it on. Um, you get to decide when Poison gets to get her session done, which, like I said, it's got to be at least 2 days apart. Poison, you're a second runner up, so you will be getting your shirt as well. So, full outfit session, shirt and session. Um, and for Holler, a gift from me and uh, Christina. I'm proud of all you ladies, and thank you guys for stepping in and saying hi to us. We pray that you subscribe and be part of us. Um, Anybody's welcome as long as everybody's positive. Um, this just blows my mind, man. It's just crazy. Um, we're going to um, we're going to have a lot of fun with this stuff. It's it it touches home, you know. Um, Goodness gracious, guys! It's something everybody needs to be proud of because everyone's going to have their shot. Um, and like I said, the main thing when you get your stuff, put it on, take a picture, send it to me so I can get it on the wall. And do not forget, we're not ever going to stop doing these jewels. Starting tomorrow, we'll start up for another 30 days worth. Y'all have just been amazing, guys. I love every one of you. I thank you, and you should be proud of yourselves. It shows just how much you enjoy being in this social media family right here. And to me, you can take social media out of it and throw it in the garbage. It's family to me. Holler, did you see Poison? Yes, it's awesome. 100%. Gummit. All right. A lot of writing. I thought I was back in third grade again. People tell me I didn't go through school. They crazy as hell. I went in the front door and out the back. I made it all the way through. Harvest Moon in my mind. Cool. Things I should say and done. Never took time. You're always on. Okay. Well, I mean, we're just a hour in here. We're gonna run the box and see what we hear. And I've got a question to ask on there that I said I would. We may get something from that. We may not. Like I said, I can't be too pushy, and I mentioned that earlier. We may get some of it. We may not. Yeah. Prayers for Victoria. I'll turn it on and let them kind of wind down just a little bit. Slow down. It ain't spinning on my end, not yet. You may have some weather coming in up there or something that might be. Like I said, power could go out anytime or it could screw up and cut us off. You never know. Um, I did not see Becky on. Larry is right there. He can hear you. Involving a kid. Run from dad. Yeah. Where's that? Where's that paper? For Stephanie. The session I did yesterday or day before yesterday one.
Oh, checking that red folder, the red bin right there.
Yeah, that's everything out of it.
Then I don't know because I put every paper in that.
Huh?
I don't know because that's where I put all the papers.
See if I can slide this back. There we go. You heard that? Well, then you know what's being said is not me. I repeat what we hear. And like you said earlier, going down a rabbit hole. Whoever's did this to this child, they're the one gonna go down the rabbit hole. I can't force a spirit to say anything. And again, I remind everybody, I only repeat what I hear. I have no control of what they say, just like you just seen. Of course, I don't know all the details, you know, in one lump sum for Stephanie, but all I do know is what she has said. And I'm going to take the child at her word. I have no reason not to. The only thing sometimes, even adults do it sometimes, try to put the blame over on someone else. I can't help what a spirit says. Like I said, I just repeat what I hear. So if the father or whoever, I'm not going to tell the child not to say certain things. If she wants to say something bad, if she wants to say the truth, if she wants to say something good, she will. They're not judged here. So if some of the family don't like the things that she's already said, bad as I hate to say it, that's their problem. And for the dad, that's his daughter. I hate that situations get like this for anybody. But I'm not going to call back and I'm not going to shy away from anything. I don't beat around the bushes. I say it plain as day. As I hear it, I call it out. Now, like I said, I watched part of it back last night. I didn't get to watch the whole thing back. But usually when we do a session for someone after it's over with, I always try to use some earbuds or headphone, but watch it again afterwards, after we end the show. You'll hear more than you did, you know, during the first go around. And a lot of the main answers sometimes will be in a whisper. And that's why I say use earbuds or headphones. Um, but with Stephanie's situation here, not only did we get it verbally, but she also answered it with the correct color. That don't just happen. They have to make it happen. Hmm. Um, so about the rabbit hole, you can tell him, or I'll tell him, or whoever it is. I don't care. When it comes to a child, I'm on that child's side. Some people like that about me, some people don't. I'm upfront, I'm blunt, I don't beat the bushes. Some people like that about me, some people don't. If anybody's here that does not like that about me, then you're in the wrong place. And I say that as kindly as I can put it. But I will not beat around the bushes for anyone. I say it just the way it is. I'd rather hear the truth and let that be the end of it. This is a safe place for them to speak. And you can even hear spirits a lot of times say, I feel safe here. We've built that rapport with spirit activity, energy. Spirits run off muscle memory. That is nothing but energy. You take your love with you when you go, you take your hate with you when you go. A spirit can hear every thought you think, and there's not a thing in the world we can do about it. I'm I'm not gonna beat the bush for no daggum body. That's right. They can tell it how they want to. Now, sometimes a spirit will say something a little bit ass backwards from time to time. Some of them are lousy spellers. Some of them sometimes are lousy speakers. But it depends on the energy they have. But when I was, like I said, when I was looking back on it, and I did not get to watch it all, but at 49 minutes and 18 seconds, I heard the humble side of her saying, Am I in trouble? And now that I caught that, after the show was already over, of course she's not in trouble. It's not, they can't nobody judge her but the good Lord. Um, at 50 minutes and 8 seconds, he put it in my arm. 56 minutes and 53 seconds, gone to a better place. 57 minutes and 2 seconds, under rocks. 58, right by my dad. 1 hour and 28 minutes, thought he was following me. Uh, Now, like I said, sometimes a youngster like that will try to put the blame off on, someone else because no matter how they're getting treated, they still love their family. And they try to keep their family from getting, you know, in so much hot water. And as you said earlier, you said you think it might have been the dad and the mom. Well, if that was the case, then they would know exactly where she's at anyway. There's there's no question in it. And she may say that if she will connect with us tonight. There's no saying that she will or she won't. But all I can do is tell everybody to go back and rewatch the session for Stephanie and use earbuds. Yeah, I'm not going to speak half truths. It's either one way or the other, and you won't hear the other from me. It'll only be the truth. I don't. I just don't like beating around the bushes. Yeah. I don't know where Lynn is tonight. I wish she would soon come back on and let us know what she's heard from that autopsy. I'm going to try to be calling back out to Stephanie Damerons from Maine. Again, anybody knows or knows of Stephanie Damerons, turn her energy toward me. Her father's name is Dale. We got to speak with her a little while last night or night before last one. You guys can help get her energy toward me. I've got a couple of questions to ask. Yeah. Now, I may have to push some people back. It happens.
Wow.
Wow. Summer, did you watch tonight's challenge? Or, I'm reaching out to a Stephanie Damerons from Maine. I'm JD. I talked to you yesterday or day before yesterday one. I know you asked if you were in trouble, and no, you're not. You are not in trouble. I'm only going to be listening for that voice. So you guys try to hold on. Let me try to speak with Stephanie. Stephanie Dameron. If you can hear me, don't fall. If you can hear me, Stephanie Damerons from Maine. You know the deal. Yellow for yes, green for no. I've got a couple of questions for you. It may be a question that you may not want to give an answer to. I don't know. That's your choice. Stephanie Damerons. Stephanie Damerons. Can you hear me? Thank you. Stephanie, I was asked today by Larry Bird. Do you know Larry Bird? Do you know about him through your father? Can you bump that to yellow? Wait. For closure. Even if not just for yourself. Stephanie Demers. Can you move it to yellow? We can hear you verbally again. Go for it. You see how it works. All you gotta do is get close to it. Hey, Melinda. If you don't care, make sure you're subscribed. Stephanie Damerons, stay focused. Yes, to yellow. You may win a little bit. There you go. Yes, that was it. One of the questions was, Stephanie, is can you tell where the rock pile is or was? Now again, let me remind you of something. You can answer this question or if you fear it, you do not have to answer this question. And I'll ask again. You talked about a rock pile. Can you tell where that rock pile is or what's been done with that rock pile? Stephanie Damerons, stay focused here. If you do not want to answer that question, you said that you would, never would come back home again anyway, and you had nothing for your sister or sisters, either one. But if you can answer some questions, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable because I told you can speak here anytime you want to. So I'm going to ask you again, Stephanie Demerons. Did you realize where you were at when you guys started talking about a rock pile? Were you Wait, Stephanie Demrons. Was that rock pile kind of close to home, or was it a good distance from home? You hope he didn't. So, see. I know you said you thought he was following you. He made you sick. Um, too much. Yeah. I know you said that you you thought he was following you, but I've got a question, uh, Stephanie Damerons, and I know sometimes in a rush, sometimes people try to put things over on someone else, no matter how they've been treated by family. They really don't want their family members to be in trouble. But I'm going to ask this question, and you give me a honest answer, Stephanie. Instead of it being two guys that you got in a vehicle with, wait. Instead of you getting in a vehicle with two guys, did your dad and I don't know who the other one, his woman, your mom, whoever, I don't know the situation. Are they the ones that took you somewhere and placed you? But now you did tell me that you got in a vehicle with two guys. And you said also someone found your blue jeans or pants. Is that correct? You know where to move it to if it is. Stephanie, stay focused. If it is true, the rocks. If it is true that your pants were found, thank you. Again, I noticed there's a few things that you're holding back on. Hey, Christy. Hang on now. Um, yeah, there's a couple things you're holding back on, Stephanie Damerons. Um, where the rock pile was, and if it's been graded down, maybe even for an old back road or filled in to start laying some asphalt or whatever. And was the rock pile anywhere close to where you lived? Shush. I'm only going to listen for her voice. You said me. Because of your family. You are not in trouble. By no means. They can't nobody hurt you anymore. They took your shirt. I'm normally not wanting to do something like this quick, but Stephanie Damerons, listen very, very carefully to me, love. If you can tell me who has done this to you by name, I've got someone that they might want to meet, but it won't be the kind of meat that they would like. I can't stand people taking advantage of other people. I don't care if it's a child, a teen, or an adult. But I've got someone here in the room that can definitely get justice for you. Wait.
Hey you! Relax! Domino's large one-topping pizzas are just $7.99 when you carry out. But don't...
Get off
determine
my
where to best put our resources.
cellular
I'm
device.
Marnie Hughes, and this is Missing. Thank you for joining us. Each week, we cover a missing person case that isn't getting much attention. Every missing person matters, no matter their race, background, or circumstances. And by highlighting these cases and sharing the stories, we believe every case is solvable. And together, we can bring answers to family and friends of the missing. This week's featured case, Stephanie Damron, a teen from northern Maine whose family lives off the grid. After an argument with an older sibling, Stephanie stormed off, and everyone thought she would come back. But now, a year later.
So again, there's no confusion. It wasn't the other sister or sisters that wandered off. It was indeed Stephanie.
The 13-year-old is still missing.
Chris and I moved out here because we wanted peace and quiet. But then Stephanie came up missing, and it's like ever since then, everybody's on edge.
And her disappearance has divided the community. Coming up, Stephanie's dad speaks during a rare interview about his daughter's disappearance and more details about the remote community where the family was living. First, several updates to pass along in some other missing cases that we are without any personal belongings. Ziania's mom, Damaris, describing California. The investigation into how has divided a town. Found California. The investigation into how their mother died in 19. Two men with a woman and two children get into a black mini pickup. Now to this week's featured case. It's been a year since a teen in northern Maine got into an argument with her sister and then stormed off into the woods. Everyone thought Stephanie Damron would come back in a few hours after she cooled off. But hours turned into days and into months. And now it has been a year, and the family's unconventional and reclusive lifestyle has churned up some.
Real quick, Victoria. Star for 2 jewels. Victoria sparkles for 2 jewels.
Some suspicion, and the case has divided a town. In northern Maine, a state known for its stunning coastline and fresh lobster, a town is being ripped apart over the disappearance of Stephanie Damron. Her family says on September 23rd, 2024, when they weren't home, the 13-year-old got into an argument with her older sister and stormed off into the woods.
Victoria.
She just looked at her grandfather and told her grandpa.
And the other one is Victoria. 2 jewels.
What was the thing?
Father, I'll be back, and she never came back.
Stephanie's father has avoided being on camera, even when he spoke.
If you were not ashamed, now I'm going to play this out, and I'm going to say it the way that it should be done. And the reason I do that for, some people may like this about me and some may not. I'm old-fashioned. If I got something to say, if I've got something on my mind, I'm going to go ahead and say and get it over with. People like it or lump it. I don't really give a damn. Jen sent heart for 10 jewels. Victoria sent heart for 10 jewels. So I'm going to let you hear this part right here again for just a second.
Year, and the family's unconventional and reclusive lifestyle has churned up some suspicion, and the case has been to find out who killed their mother. Two sisters from California missing. They were living under named DNA and added it into an. Now to this week's featured case. It's been a year since a teen in northern Maine got into an argument with her sister and then stormed off into the woods. Everyone thought Stephanie Damron would come back in a few hours after she cooled off. But hours turned into days and into months.
Very carefully.
And now it has been a year, and the family's unconventional and reclusive lifestyle has churned up some suspicion, and the case has divided a town.
Check if someone's spying on you. Actually, it's pretty simple. If
Get
you
off
notice
my
any of these
cellular
signs,
device.
it's time.
Has churned up some suspicion, and the case has divided a town. In northern Maine, a state known for its stunning coastline and fresh lobster, a town is being ripped
Please
apart
listen carefully.
over the disappearance of Stephanie Damron. Her family says on September 23rd, 2024, when they weren't home, the 13-year-old got into an argument with her older sister and stormed off into the woods.
She just looked at her grandfather and told her grandfather, I'll be back, and she never came back.
Stephanie's father has
That is a damn lie.
avoided being on camera, even when he spoke to a local podcast.
The dad wouldn't even be on camera, even trying to speak, just doing a podcast. But said, Grandpa, I'm going, I ain't coming back. Come on. For some people, they need to wake up to the real world here. And there's more that he says that is more damaging to himself than he even can imagine.
March of 2025.
She was our handful, always into things, always into mischief, but she was a happy kid, always happy.
After a year of searches, state police, FBI, and local volunteers picking through dense vegetation and vast forests, there are still no answers about what happened to Stephanie. The Damrons moved to the remote area of New Sweden, Maine in 2021, choosing a spot far from the prying eyes of neighbors to live off the grid. No running water and only a generator for power. Their driveway, now a shrine to Stephanie, goes back several hundred yards to where they built a small wood structure similar to a yurt, but with sleeping pods extended off the sides. A glimpse is visible from this drone footage.
We live in a 200 square foot home that has 4 separate bedrooms, if you can believe that. They're talking about this being a yurt. It is a yurt. It's a hexa yurt built out of OSB and everything else, just like a normal house.
Known as Dale in the community, Stephanie's father says their solitary, back-to-nature style of raising kids was a way to be free from the financial weight of a big mortgage and expense.
But you know that he's got a channel. And I've got mine. I'm always going to take a child's side over any adult until I'm proved otherwise. If he hears all this, if he watches, fine. Holler Sunday for 100 joules. But he's throwing himself in a hole here and acts like he don't even realize what he's doing. I mean, he throws his own self under the bus. It's not what's being said, it's how it's being said.
Of utility bills. But even in this remote setting, his oldest girls found a way to connect.
They were waiting until Papaw took his sleeping pills or wasn't paying attention. They would sneak.
They would catch Papaw asleep on his medication and run off and get into some mischief. But just so happenly, I suppose, Stephanie caught him awake and said, "Hey, Paul, I'm gone. I ain't coming back." Really?
Off with his phone, get on some kind of weird website.
The story has sparked suspicion because the phone was a flip phone.
And I would like somebody to show me how they're going to get on some videos and watch some kind of weird sites on a flip phone. I would love to see that happen. Every bit of this is false statements.
Generally thought to be safer for kids and the internet. Police have not revealed any details about the phone, but a neighbor says the last time she saw Stephanie, just weeks before the disappearance, she was asking for a
Shelley
ride to see a
Carson.
friend.
I was worried about where she wanted to go. I can kick myself for not asking her that day because she was really upset. She was crying. She couldn't find a ride. Her parents wouldn't take her.
That was her pleading to get away. But her parents wouldn't take her somewhere and let her have some time on her own to settle down. She didn't want that life anymore. No, she didn't want to end up deceased. But she really don't care because plainly she says gone to a better place. He should have to sit and soul in that day after day, hour after hour. That family caused this much heartache in this child.
Uncle couldn't take her.
Dale believes the day she walked off, she made a plan to meet up with someone at the road.
I honestly think that she got picked up by somebody. She thought she was going to come home that night, and they didn't bring her home.
Investigators won't.
That is a damn lie.
Say if they were able to get any information from the phone. In a recent update saying only, we are.
When you listen to her video back, you will hear her say, I ran from him. I ran from them. He can't even keep his story straight. I don't know how many of these we have solved just because people talk too much. They say the wrong crap, let loose, and throw their own self under the bus. I mean, it's kind of stupid. Holler, 10 Jules. Her parents didn't live with her when Shelly saw her. That was a month before she was reported missing. All
What did Holler said?
that have poop stuff. That like I said, I don't know the statistics in all that. All I know is what this child is saying. And now that you're getting to sit here and hear it and seeing her answer, and then you're also seeing his defaults in what he's fixing to be saying. it don't take a rocket scientist to figure this thing out. But no, I do not know the statistics of this. Don't want to know. She's told enough. She's in a better place, and she never has to worry about nobody mistreating her again.
She got picked up by somebody. She thought she was going to come home that night, and they didn't bring her home.
Investigators won't say if they were able to get any information from the phone. In a recent update saying only, "We are hoping for the best outcome to find Stephanie alive."
Mistakes are killing your phone storage. First, you keep receiving too many useless emails.
Stephanie alive. Volunteers continue to print flyers and hold rallies, but without more information, the disappearance has divided the town. The Damron's choice to live off the grid with young children in such an unforgiving environment has drawn criticism from neighbors.
We only want what's best for those children,
who admit repeatedly calling Child Protective Services.
I was concerned that they had proper food, water, heat, and clothing for the conditions that they were living under.
They would come here and get water, and it would be like, I would have to say 3 to 4 times a week. They were like 5-gallon pails that they would haul up here, I think, in a wheelbarrow, I believe. And they would fill them up, and they would haul them back down that long driveway. My heart actually broke for them.
But Dale says because the kids were homeschooled, CPS workers have visited regularly and are satisfied.
We've been here for 4 years.
And again, CPS should be shut the hell down. None of them is worth 15 damn cents. The system fails these children. All they care about is the money. They'll put on a good show. They'll cause chaos if need be. But they're only about the money. They do not care about these children, any child. That is a proven fact. You think they questioned her and she gave a good statement out for her dad and sisters and whoever else they had pile up in there? No.
And twice a year for 4 years, CPS has always come out here.
And for a female, hygiene is a very, very important thing. 3 or 4 5-gallon buckets a daggum month, that don't cut it. I agree, she should have told somebody. But as hard as this is, I'm glad she didn't tell her family. She thought that he was following her. Sometimes a child is smart enough like this to try to get away from the situation. They know that it's just going to continue to get worse until something happens that can't be fixed. And again, I agree. She should have told someone. But for her family, she has no use for them. None whatsoever. She's not even angry that she's passed on. She's happy. And she sure wasn't happy at home. Which should we be most proud of for her? Stay home, get abused, or now you're in a better place and happy and they can't nobody harm you? Think about it.
He's angry, wanting the focus back on the search for Stephanie.
Instead of putting all this negativity towards judging us.
Instead of putting all this negativity judging toward us. If he didn't feel guilty, them words would never come out of his mouth. Anybody that's got eyes and ears knows that. Yeah, CPS should be shut down. They should start something else that for people to be actually really trained into knowing what to do and how to proceed in cases. They let CPS run wild for too many years, and I pray to God that one day they get shut down and never get to open another firm. It has to turn into something else.
Judging that, put that energy into finding my daughter. All I want is my daughter home where she belongs, where I can take care of her.
If you now listen to this. She ran away. She was abused. She thought that he was following her. I'm not happy. Am I in trouble? Why don't you put all that energy into finding my daughter? Get her home so I can take care of her. Why would she be gone in the first damn place if you were taking care of her? I was born, but it wasn't yesterday. They were abusing this child. Bring her home so I can take care of her. My ass. And if he's watching this or whatever, I don't give a damn. When it comes to children, yes, sometimes I get cranky.
Help us find our daughter.
Everyone admitting it's been a long year.
This has taken a tremendous toll on this community. It's a different place than it was a year ago.
Chris and I moved out here because we wanted peace and quiet. But then Stephanie came up missing, and it's like, ever since then, everybody's on edge.
Stephanie's parents with a message, hoping.
Yeah, living off grid, not near nobody, and things can happen to children, and it takes forever for it to be noticed. And maybe she figured out how to use that flip phone and call someone and say, hey, this is what's going on. Or they could be using the flip phone as an excuse. Either way, if he was tending to his child properly, not abusing her, treating her like she's somebody, she wouldn't have ran off. Probably still wouldn't have liked the living situation, but it wouldn't have never got to this point. But they knowed, with them being living off grid, that if something happened to the children, or that they could do something to the children, and they could try to keep out of trouble because they're so far away from everyone. Can't pull the wool over my eyes. I've done seen it 1,000 times.
She finds her way home.
Please just come home. We love you. The family's not the same. None of us are the same.
The family's not the same. I'm not the same. Everything's changed. I don't care what he says. He's abusing that. He was abusing that child and everyone in that family knew it. And I guarantee you the argument between her and her sister was the breaking point, saying, I'm tired of being abused. I'm leaving. Well, eventually, if she left, it would end up turning to one of the other sisters getting abused. And they knew it. If she left, that it would cause chaos. But she didn't care. She wanted out. Bring her home so I can take care of her.
We just need our baby home.
Joining us now, Christy Rand, a volunteer with the group Friends of Stephanie, also Travis Hartford, co-host of the Locating the Lost, a true crime podcast. To you both, thank you so much for being here. Christy, let me start with you. Friends of Stephanie, tell me about this group and your involvement and why it's so important for you to find her.
So we've created teamstephanie.org specifically to kind of bridge a gap in communication between the community and the facts of Stephanie's case. So really what we're focusing on is a place for volunteers to upload flyers of Stephanie so people nationwide can download them to hang in their communities. We really just wanted a factual place to share information and dispel kind of rumors related to her case and allow people, since this has gained national traction, a place that people can confidently go to know that they aren't getting misinformation.
And let's focus on the facts. What are the facts that stand out to you most about her disappearance that you want people watching to know about her case?
I think people need to stay focused on exactly what's showing here. Stephanie's picture, her height, her weight, her image, because that is what they need to know to be able to recognize Stephanie if they see her in a public place. And that's what we're trying to stick to.
That's not what she asked. She's changing it to what she wants to say. That woman did not ask for that question like that. She meant for what this case stands for. Abuse. A child willing to sacrifice anything possible just to get away from home. That's what people need to know. Not the color of her hair or size of her shoes. The reason she's not back home is because she knows she didn't want to. She said plain out of her own mouth, I would never go back. I am now in a better place. Yes, it's horrific. It's sad. I said this here a while back, and I mean what I say. If I could change any law that I wanted to, had free game, the deal would be if your child is underage and they have gone missing, runaways, or whatever, the parents or the legal guardians, whoever it may be, would stay in the jailhouse until the child was found. If the child was not found, they would stay in the cell and rot. Period. The children would still be there with them. They would be happy to be with their family if they were treated like they're supposed to be treated. Everybody in that family knows what they were doing to that girl. And CPS is sorry as hell. And they didn't want to step up to the plate like they don't ever. The system always fails. I don't know how many hundreds that we've done that the system has failed the children. This is a shame. She don't want to be found. She don't want her body to be found. She don't want them to look at her body, anything of her. She is done. That's why she will tell you anything that you want to know, except something to be said that the dad may recognize where she's speaking about. And tell you the truth, I don't blame her. They need to worry. They need to be stressed the hell out every damn day. The system's failing them. They've abused her. They don't deserve life of luxury. They should have to live every day with that constant worry. Now I guess you see the true colors of JSV. And if people don't like it, I can't help it. Now, somebody wants to go and tell them about what we just heard and seen again or whatever, that's fine. I don't care. Even in death, like I said, she was worried about her clothing. Could it have been a couple of guys that did this and panicked? There's a possibility. Is there a possibility that her own family could have done something and it got to this point? Of course. Anything's possible. But the only thing she said today that she didn't say yesterday is that they took her shirt off as well. She did say the other day, said that someone had found her pants. I I can read energy pretty daggum good. Been doing it ever since the age of 7. I do not see this child being murdered just in cold blood. I don't see that. When she started talking about stomach cramps and things such as this, when someone overdoses, you're going to cramp like crazy for a little while till you collapse. When people freak out, they're not going to call the police and say, hey, I just shot this young gal up and I think she's dead here on my floor. No. Even if the family did this to her, they're not going to call and say it either because they'll know what they'll find in her blood. holler marshmallow for 100 jewels. I'm out of my goat juice. It's okay. Let while I got you guys on here, Larry Bird and for 100 jewels, Larry Bird and there was Mrs. on here too that I seen. Um, I want to explain myself because I don't want you leaving here tonight thinking the wrong way of me. Now, I mean, you can if you want to, because, like I said, I don't care what people think of me. The only thing I will say is that when it comes to a child, my true colors come out. When I start hearing the lies, people are just not godly. You bring these precious lives into this world and then you mistreat them and expect people to have pity for you. I'm not one of them. I have done, and I got this crossed last night or night before one. Um, the session that I did on her, I have done 100,027 sessions that I've got under my belt, and I have yet to fail. I like coming on here, being able to let you guys hear from loved ones, us doing something stupid like a stupid challenge. We even got one that we've been procrastinating on for nearly a month.
Yeah.
Right here, a pickle in a pouch, extreme sour blue raspberry warhead, and it's a pickle.
And all because that's the only thing I could find that was sour at the time.
Now, I've done a little over 50 hot sauce challenges,
Ugh.
and I'm going to have to do this stupid pickle challenge with her, but she's in for it too because she's going to do Dave's Insanity
Oh God.
hot sauce.
I'm gonna die.
So it's not always serious. Some of my best moments, my best times through all my YouTube history is just days that we've come on here and cut up and carry on and
Yeah.
just have a good time talking to one another. And like I said, a lot of people don't like the way I talk because I tell it like it is, and I guess sometimes it can hurt people's feelings, whether if I mean to or don't. I usually point it out if I don't care, but when it comes to a child, I get cranky. It would be nice if you subbed up and stayed and be part of JSV. It really would. And the missus that was on, I forgot the name at the moment, but if you're still on, the same thing for you. People do not need to, Stacy, yes, Stacy. People do not need to forget this channel is not only based for the paranormal. Okay. Some days, like I said, I may do a ride along video. I may do it, do us a challenge or whatever, um, or we may just come on here and goof off. But as long as we're doing it together, that's all I care about. But if you stand up for what you believe is right, you can't go wrong. Yeah, pouty puss. There you go. I don't know, Judy. I don't know. She was on the other day. Um, Seemed all right. Didn't talk very much. Um, she asked me here a while back to try to reach out to her son-in-law, and I did. And she said that they should have the um, autopsy report back in 4 to 6 weeks or something like that. And I've been figuring she'd come on and tell what was said. Um, I told her, about the fight, and and he when he fell and hit his head on the table. Uh, I'm figuring they'll find something in his system, and it wouldn't surprise me in the least if strangulation is not also part of it. But we're missing her just like we've been missing Paula. She's coming back. She's popping in here. She gave us a scare. Um, but for you new ones, I do thank you for taking the time and giving your word that you'd come back on. And I know I did come back on a little after 7. I was trying for 6:30, but we were tallying up for everybody. That took a good minute, and we're going to keep it going. So starting tomorrow, keep the jewels rolling. And you can do it any way you want to. Uh, I know Risa said that she would, just send money, and we'll do it for what it's like. If she sent $20, if she sent $50 or whatever, we would click on our box down here and see what all that would add up to, and we will put all 4 things or 5 things or whatever the amount was for it. Um, but you guys have absolutely blew it out the roof. I'm talking about. Y'all are awesome. I'm telling you. I know it, Judy. And like I said, love, they've been asking about you. Uh, Betty, Janice, your daddy. And the only thing I could tell them is she's not here. But you've told us all what's going on, and we know that you've had it rough for the last while. Laughter is a good cure for some sadness too. And usually here you can find a little bit of it at some point in time. And for you new ones, they call me country fried around here. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I love each and every one of you. I don't. What time do you go to work tomorrow?
11.
11. I'll probably on around probably about plus tax between 11:30 and 12 o'clock. Probably coffee with JD. And for you new ones, keep it on your devices. You see me on, jump on. I love every one of you. Love you too, honey. Love every one of you.
I love you too.
See you tomorrow.
Sweet dreams. Or have a good day.
All right.
Whichever it would be.